The same champion you saw some few years ago, today, because I am not a bootlicker, because I have refused to work in alliance with your myopic agenda, because I have refused to corroborate your intellectual stagnancy, you now say that the same person you sponsored some years ago today is no longer qualified to be governor. I am more qualified to be governor than Nyesom Wike. To the glory of God, I have 9 university degrees. I have been a member of the House of Representatives. I have been elected twice to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I have been an aide of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I don't understand who is more qualified to be governor between me and Nyesom. But that is not even the case. And I need to educate Wike that Kogi is not Rivers State. We will never serve Oluwa Wike, because he believes he's a god. So River people can continue to serve Oluwa Wike, but Kogi people will never serve Oluwa Wike. We will never serve any god. And he has forgotten that God is the supreme controller of the universe. God is the one who gives power. God is the one who ordained kings. God is the one who will make governors, not Nyesom Wike. And moreover, today, ask yourself, what is the value of Wike's support? Wike refused to support our beloved Adeleke in Osun. He refused to support PDP in Osun. Yet, Adeleke emerged as a governor of Osun State. He supported Sandy Ono in Cross River, spent money, bought vehicles, did everything. But Sandy lost in Cross River. He supported also my colleague and my brother and friend, Albert, in Akwa Ibom. Funded Albert. Albert lost to PDP in Akwa Ibom State. He funded his former G5, I think it's G1 now because it's only, he funded Otom, funded the governor of Enugu, funded the governor of Abia. The 3 of them lost just senatorial districts. So you now ask yourself, what is the value of Wike's support to an election when everybody has supported lost? When Odili was governor, when Amechi was governor, Rivers State was turning out 1 million votes. But shamefully, everything Wike brought in the last election for the party he supported in Rivers State was 200 and something thousand votes. That's to tell you the law of diminishing return. That is after rigging, after malicious practices, after introduction of violence. He could only bring 200 and something thousand votes for this preferred party. A man who has done anti-party, a man will be accusing somebody of changing list, a man who is known for breaking the law. He cannot. My only advice for Nyesom Wike, and I'm doing this from a Christian perspective as a child of God, because we need to educate people who are not normal. We need to pray for them, we need to counsel them, we need to advise them. And as a counselor in the celestial realm, my advice for Wike is that when you drink, don't talk. When you talk, don't drink. That will help him a lot to come out of all these malicious practices. And moreover, he said, if Kogi people vote, if I win the ticket of PDP, he will not support PDP. There was no time in history that Wike will support PDP in Kogi State. In 2019, when my sister Natasha was running for the Senate in Kogi Central, he supported Yaya Bello's candidates over Natasha, a member of his own political party, because there's a diabolical relationship between Nyesom Wike and Yaya Bello, to the extent that Yaya Bello, the worst governor in the history of this country, the worst governor in the history of Kogi State, whose performance is F9 parallel, Nyesom Wike gave him an award, celebrated Yaya Bello and gave him an award. So we know they have a diabolical relationship, to the extent that Wike is the mentor of Yaya Bello. And he has educated Yaya Bello that, come, I have given my governorship ticket to my accountant general, because that is the only way your crime can be protected. And that is exactly what I heard Yaya Bello too is trying to do now in Kogi State too, to appoint his accountant general as his gubernatorial mandate. But one thing is that God is above man. I believe, as a child of God, I believe in God. I believe in Trinity. I believe in the capacity and enablement of God. And Wike will be alive when I will be governor. I will be in Lugard House by the special grace of God. Wike have only few weeks to live as governor. Maybe he has forgotten that he's going to leave. And the way he's behaving, if he will not start practicing preparations for leaving government house, he will be sleeping in his bed and he will be hearing siren in his brain. Because he is not preparing to leave office. And I also will advise him, instead of him to concentrate on how he's going to face life outside government, because already he's on his way to prison. In fact, Wike's prison uniform will have embroidery because of the way he has stolen the resources and patrimony of the Rivers people. And I am sitting down here. Any other interview, if he will not wash his hands out of Kogi State and leave Dino alone, my primary business is other people's businesses. If I open my can of worms and maggots on Wike, but I'm waiting for him. His territory that he's trying to practice is my own primary constituency, and I'm waiting for him. I will say that you cannot separate that from me, but I want to tell you that Wike is a pretentious character, is a liar, and he has no integrity, no iota of integrity. Wike was calling me when Atiku Abubakar was to announce his running mates. I have records and I've printed it out and I'm waiting for him. He called me 19 times in 2 hours, begging us to convince Atiku Abubakar to make him the vice presidential candidate. So when I see him lying on TV, because of the south of this country, because of southern Nigeria, Nizim moves to south, you that were lobbying us and begging us, promising us heaven and earth to convince Atiku Abubakar to make you vice presidential candidate, to the extent that he was at the airport. I have a video. He spent hours in the airport waiting for me to call him to say, Atiku, I picked you as a... He was at the airport here, waiting, calling me. He was calling me, my brother and friend, who is were in the Senate together, was also calling me that day. I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Abdul Ningi to speak with him. I gave the phone to Senator Zameri to speak with him. He was begging all of us, promising heaven and earth. Atiku should announce him. It was around 1 or so that I told him, Oga, nobody will give you vice president. That was when he left and then flew back to... So the man who was so desperate to be vice president, because you didn't get it, you now started a southern agenda. I don't believe in such unprincipled, zero integrity character like Nyesom Wike. The man, Wike was the one who brought Ayu. Wike was the one who sponsored Ayu. And that was why Wike made all the governors to endorse Ayu. That's why there was no election in Ayu's, in the national chairman's office during the convention. Ayu was unopposed. Now you are saying Ayu must go, you want to go to the south. Maybe because of the alcohol he took. Maybe he thought Ayu is from Abia State when he was supporting him. Because Ayu is from the north. You are the one that brought Ayu. When did you now realize that Ayu is a northerner? But he was doing that time to satisfy his own selfish ambition of becoming the presidential candidate from the south. So he doesn't want the chairmanship at that time to go to the south so that it will not affect his ambition of becoming president from the south. So he pushed the chairmanship to the north and thinking he will be able to bribe Ayu to produce him as the presidential candidate. When Ayu refused to do the wrong thing, then Ayu became an enemy. Is it not the same Wike that removed his brother, his mentor, Prince Uche Secondus, as the national chairman of the party? If you love the South so much, why did you remove a southerner to bring a northerner? Today you are saying chairmanship must go to the south. Was the chairmanship not in the south? Was it not you, Wike, who went to court, who did everything, expelled him from his ward? So a character who is not stable like that, who is influenced by alcohol and other things I don't know, should not be taken seriously. If somebody like Yaya Bello and Wike can become governor, then you are saying the intellectually mobile fine boy Dino cannot be governor. How? Me and Wike, we are poles apart. Poles apart in everything, every ramification. I'm not his mate. He can only be older than me. I'm not proud of him as a governor. A governor who wears blue on yellow, yellow on green, at times with purple, who does not have a dress sense, who does not know what the time is globally today. I am a town boy. I know what it is. I know what time it is. And I've got something upstairs. So I'm just warning him, make it stay for in lane. If you do gra, don't they talk to people, then they do. If you do gra, come my own side. Me, I go grind them. I go do skit for them. I go sing for them. I go release album for them. On daily basis, I will finish him. So make it just stay where God put them. Kogi no be rivers. That's my advice.
Okay, let's narrow it down to Kogi's piece.
Anyway, it is possible that some hired people can come to your studio and begin to talk. But yesterday, go and see people in their thousands came out in Kogi State. The commoners in Kogi State, the real people who are the voters of Kogi State came out and they were clamoring for Dimo should be their governor. So if some people, there's a lot of poverty in town now, have been influenced financially to come and say they are not supporting Dimo, it is let them collect the money and eat now. There's no imposition by the PDP. The processes are being followed. And it will be followed to a logical conclusion. Why are they afraid of Dino?
If you have their delegate list, agreed.
But it is not them that conducts delegate election. It is the party that conducts delegate election. And you cannot oppose your wish on the party. The party will only report what happens on the field. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The party would have